Welcome back to the Shot Clock. After the buzzer. Hey, this NBA in-season tournament is bringing the dog out of everybody in the NBA. I mean, the scores were... look, I think I saw one score that was like 156, 157 to 152 tonight. And I think that was between the Pacers and Indiana. I mean, the Pacers in Indiana. The Pacers in Atlanta. I mean, come on. These guys out here want to win. And thank God that the Lakers went 4-0 and they got a very good point differential behind them. So we should be able to lock in that home court advantage going forward into the next round. But I wanted to say a couple things about Taurean Prince. I know I gave him a hard time for missing shots, but he does a lot of things that we don't see come up on the stat sheet. He's out there playing hardcore defense. He didn't get into foul trouble tonight. That was a good thing. Same thing with Rui. They're playing very good defense, not getting in foul trouble, so they're being a positive person on the court for us during those times when they're out there. Just got to get them to make better decisions with the ball. If you're not feeling the three, come in, get a better shot, get back into a nice little rhythm so you can hit those shots. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just take a listen in. I'm Darvin Ham.
Is there any way you could just convince the players that every game is an in-season tournament game? Seems like it really played well in all four. But how about tonight specifically? Where did you see that juice in the first quarter, and how did they carry it through?
I just think it started with our defense. Things we talked about our pregame walkthrough, the film, things that we've been struggling with all year. I mean, they still got their fair share of offensive rebounds, but in those initial minutes, those initial segments of the game, I don't think it was as blatant and as harmful to us. And that's a part of our game we've been trying to get better at. Started the defense, enter the defense, transition through the half court to finishing the defense with a defensive rebound. But I thought our guys came out with unbelievable energy, effort, getting stops and running the other way. And that's the other thing that was really, really impressive is just the pace in which we play with, our deep outlets, kick-aheads, early attacks, passing on time, on target in the pick and roll, our big guys or whoever our screeners were rolling hard, and the ball movement, getting to a second and third side. I thought it was incredible. So it's a great, great step in the right direction, and us not only, securing anything for the in-season tourney, but just us coming together and constantly trying to, get better at being together and playing the right way.
Any early indicators about...
in reality, it's all about the defense, right? With this team, that's one of the things that they're going to be starting to hang their heads on is the defense. You're starting to see that start to develop. Beyond that, now, like I said before, movement without the ball. That's how a lot of those guys are starting to get those better open shots, those better looks. And again, getting to the basket, getting to the foul line, making those free throws. We got to still work on that. Those are free. So you got to hit those, you know what I mean? But again, it sucks to see Cam Reddish go down, but then you saw Max Christie come up. He started giving us some pretty good minutes this evening as well. These are the things you got to be looking up. What they say, next guy up mentality. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Lakers got to go forward. Look, they already been doing it, right? Vando, Gabe Vincent, all these guys been out, and they're still trying to do their best to get us a victory. You feel me? Let's go ahead and listen in on Anthony Davis.
Something you guys have focused on, or is it just the way the game script goes sometimes?
Just what the game scripted. I think they were switching everything, early on. So, obviously I have a advantage on offensive rebounds or in the paint. So we just got to it, we came out strong, taking care of the defensive glass, which allowed us to get out and run in transition, get some great looks.
Not only was it a win tonight, but you guys go 4-0 in Group A, so that books you another win and gets you into the playoffs for sure for the in-season quarterfinals at home. That's important.
Yeah, just being able to stay home, sleep in our beds, and not having to travel. It's always good for us. We play well at home. Kind of rocky start early on the road, so kind of helps us out, with our fans behind us. But yeah, it feels good. I mean, one step closer to winning the I think it's the Cup, Champion in-season tournament Cup, NBA Cup, something like that. So so one step closer.
LeBron brought up a great point about when you watch the end of the games when you guys don't have to play, you get to see guys get their rhythm a little bit more. How important is that for just team?
Yeah, good. I mean, C. Will was able to get a rhythm. Jackson had some great plays. Austin was Austin. Max, played well. So, it's always good to get those guys, see the ball go through the net. You just never know when you'll need them. When when we have to be out there and play 38 or 40 minutes. We're in the rhythm, and then when you need those guys, they're usually not in the rhythm. So it's good to go out there and just, cheer for your teammates, make sure that they're feeling good and, feels like everybody contributed tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
What I'm telling you, the NBA in-season tournament, they're trying to downplay it. But look, they know. They knew this morning when they woke up, oh, it's the NBA in-season tournament game. We gotta step up, and then they got on that court. Yeah, that purple and gold court with the whoop in the middle. Oh, yeah. It wasn't happening tonight. It wasn't happening tonight. And then you hear Anthony Davis when he's talking about finding the open guys. Again, back to what I was saying before. When they're not moving without the ball, he has nobody to find. You see what I'm saying? And then that's when he ends up taking up bad shots or the ball getting stripped. But when guys move without the ball, and then they're paying attention to the guy that has the ball. That's one of the key things. I see that a lot, especially on the Lakers where guys are cut down the middle, but they're not even looking at the guy with the ball. So I can't even give you the ball, fam. I can't. You got to be paying attention to that. But right now, let's go ahead and take a listen real quick in to Christian Wood.
Christian, first of all, just individually, where are you starting to learn about where your shots are going to be, especially when you're playing in lineups kind of next to LeBron and AD? How different is it from the past, and how are you starting to figure out what spots you want to get in?
Very different. I think, this year for me has been different than any other team I've been on. I'm playing a different role than I've ever played before. But, the coaches see that, I'm trying to do, the little things, whether it's scoring or whether it's not scoring or whether it's rebounding or affecting the game in other ways. I just, try and be a positive on the floor.
So some of your passes from that kind of that high-low situation have been notable as well. Mm-hmm. What are the reads that you're trying to make when you get out there, and how much the defense is playing?
I mean, my first option for me is just to score in the pocket. If I don't have that, then I look at the dump down or whoever's pulled in on that weak side. And if the weak side is pulled in, I think I had one to Jax. I had another to Max Christie in the corner. So just trying to find those.
Look, this is what I'm talking about. The first thing he said is understanding his role. He's playing a different role on this team than he's played anywhere else. And he's understanding his role. And when he's not having it on, he's trying to figure out how to get other guys involved so that way, he's not a burden to the guys on the court, because he needs to be on the court. He's starting to understand the necessity of having him on there, not on just offense, but on defense as well, especially rebounding. He did a pretty good job tonight. And again, Lakers are still falling short, in my opinion, especially on the offense rebounding, but they're doing a lot better. Those things are starting to improve, and that's what we want to see. Let's go ahead and listen to LeBron James, and let's wrap it up for the evening.
You won 6 out of 7, and you put yourselves into the quarterfinals of the in-season tournament, and you book another home game. How important was that?
I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, we in the tournament, so it's always great to be able to be victorious and have another way to have another home game. So that was great. We were able to take care of business that way.
What's been the key out of these last 6 out of 7? It just seems like you guys have this great balance on offense. Also, the first quarter, third quarter, been strong for you guys.
Yeah, we wanted to reassure that. Obviously, our first quarters throughout the majority of the season haven't been too great for us. So we wanted to make sure that we try to get a handle on that. And so we remember a lot better in the first quarter as of late. We still defending at a high level, and offensively been really good.
Was it nice for you to not have to play the fourth quarter?
I mean, listen, whatever the game takes, I'm preparing myself to be able to play whatever minutes I need to play. If there's a case of the game where I don't need to play a lot of minutes, then I'll take it for sure. So, it's all good.
So weird being older than the head coach?
I'm older than who?
The Utah head coach.
I'm older than the head coach? Oh, wow.
The King got to 39,000 points tonight. He was only, I think, an assist away and a couple of rebounds away from having another triple-double. He's playing magnificently. He's looking to get other guys started early. Even later on in the game, he's still looking to get these guys the ball and get them in their open shots, get them in rhythm, because he knows how important that is later on in the season, having these guys being confident. That's one of the biggest things that we need going forward, is that confidence to continue to build and that camaraderie. 100. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the Shot Clock. After buzzer. We'll see you on the next one.